Here's the first pitch. Now this is lined into left center, and it's going to get down out there. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Well, that at bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish.
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
A one-run finish, 4-3 the final tally today. The Biscuits came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Derek Paulino gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Eric Hernandez gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
At the plate, Tyler Anthony. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Lamar racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jackson McDougal, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Popped him up. Anthony waits on it, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Biscuits lead it 1-0. Standing in, Tyler Anthony. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Tyler Anthony.
First delivery to him on the way. Bouncer down the line. But that one rolls foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Faust over to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And Montgomery's out in front here, 2-0. So striding forward now, George Koenig. He flew out in his last at-bat. High pop-up. Anthony moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Now batting, Oliver Cortez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Oliver Cortez.
1-1. The inning is sent out to second. Right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. The Biscuits lead it 2-1. Striding into the box, Tyler Anthony. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first first pitch to him. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now at the plate, Leroy Faust, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 2-1. It's a third. 5. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Tyler Anthony. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. To his left, Cruz. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Ready now, Paul Cruz. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9th inning coming.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Danny Schuler is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, Tyler Anthony, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Tyler Anthony.
First offering on its way to third. Cruz fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Marco Diaz. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in for his second at-bat, George Koenig, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swung on and grounded out towards second, right? And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. We played 4 full, and Montgomery's out in front here, 2-1.
Now batting.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, way to swing the bat. Nice wrist.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joey Secret. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now to the plate, Ronaldo Guerrero. Runners off for second. Strike taken to throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results. Stepping in, Leroy Faust. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Leroy. Foul.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Up the middle. He's got it. He'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Into the box now, Tyler Anthony. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away.
Here now is Ryan Lamar, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Foot in play to the right side of the infield. To his right. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Three to 2 to finish in tonight's game. The Birmingham Barons. Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Barton Castro, the Panamanian right-hander, will get the nod here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Into the box, Tyler Anthony. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anthony.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Lamar moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second. In now, Tyler Anthony. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Tyler Anthony.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Madero, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. Is at the knees and called strike 3. Riding in, Rolando Guerrero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Bouncer to the left side. The tag gets 1. And he'll be safe on the fielder's choice. Here now is Ryan Lamar looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Popped him up. Anthony backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back.
At the plate, Paul Crew.
Third baseman, Paul Crew.
1-1-1.
Third, this could be 2. The second on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in, Tyler Anthony. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught. And
stepping into the box, Marco Diaz. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
this is somewhat of a cause for concern. Needs to hit better left-handed against right.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Riding in once again, Jackson McDougal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw gets him, 2 down. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Tyler Anthony. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gore is after it. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Barons led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Barton Castro earns his first. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continue. Coming to the plate now, Diego Velasquez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can reach in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tyler Anthony, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Popped him up. Velasquez shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. So nothing happening this time around. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Anthony, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
And that's out number 1. So the lineup moves over and digging in. Pedro Encarnacion. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bouncer up the middle. Back. And there are two away now. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tyler Anthony, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's ready. Here's the first offering to short, scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. One hit, one left. Digging in, Pedro Encarnacion, and their runners at the corners now. They're down the line at third. Arroyo's got it. Throw to the plate, and he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now. Ready for another chance. Diego Velasco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Attack for one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in now, Ryan Lamar. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. One attempt here. Secrets has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring. 7-1 the final score in tonight. The Barons took the lead in the second inning and rode that until Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today. Travis Larson has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall. It should be extra bases. Secrets rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Chima and Choi the next to hit. And it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. This is in the air out to left field. Gore moves over. One away. Long throw to the plate. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, George Koenig, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. In play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We played 2 full. The Biscuits lead it 2-0. Digging in, Tyler Anthony. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Frazier on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record. Coming to the plate now, George Koenig. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Ball sent back up the middle. Anthony is right. Throw gets him 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Leroy Faust. He singled his last time up. The inning has been sent down to second. Anthony. Throw to first in plenty of time, but the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat. first pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Koenig is there, 2 gone. Standing in, Tyler Anthony.
Second base, Tyler Anthony.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Gore. 2 down. Leading off the inning, Bobby Frazier. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, down by a couple of runs, you know that old slogan of last, they could certainly use that right now.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Into the box now, Jackson McDougal. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. And Montgomery's out in front here, 5-2. Mark Reyes enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. And a big moment for him there, his first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses. Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Montgomery rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Chih-Wei Hu takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Travis Larson pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jonathan England works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 1st of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation.
Fast developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set. player receives advice about the refining of his game.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tennessee Smokies and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Troy Rourke will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball. And this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws, the ball has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweeping action. What it does, it keeps the hitters from hitting it off the barrel of that. A very effective pitch, but a very difficult pitch to command.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bob Dobie. Brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. Ready with the 2-2. Now towards second. Anthony is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So digging in now, Tyler Anthony. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Thor looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, when you groove the first pitch of strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Leading off the inning, Doug Lockley. They'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Settling in now, Tyler Anthony. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Dobie is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Next will be the designated hitter, Pedro Portillo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Portillo.
The inning is it sent out to second. Anthony. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Stepping up now, Tyler Anthony comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Set, here it comes. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And that'll score the run from second as they open it up now to 6-1. And he's going to get there with a 1-out triple. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
Stepping into the box, Dan Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit on the ground to third. Miranda moving to his right. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there.
So coming to the plate, Eric Iverson.
Eric Iverson.
Play ball to second. 4. He's right there. 1 there. On to first to complete the double play. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Terrence Gore. Runner in scoring position with 2 on. Now the 3-2 pitch. Towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. And Montgomery's out in front here, 8-2. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Anthony. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. Now here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Belcher has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Pedro Portillo. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting off the right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
8-3 tonight. Montgomery took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tennessee Smokies and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Junior Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So striding in, Tyler Anthony. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left, but this will be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Time for a look at the defense. Now at the plate, Eric Iverson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Iverson.
Towards second. Anthony loves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Tyler Anthony. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. Stepping in, Dominique Fernandez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit on the ground out to short. And that threw into left field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. So stepping in, Rolando Ferrero. He flew out in his last at-bat. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Now in the box, Bobby Camp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Weak chopper to the left side. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch near an infield knob.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that works.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tyler Anthony will lead it off as we start the home sixth. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Belcher moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. Ready once again, Tyler Anthony.
Tyler Anthony.
Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mix it in some knocks. The unlikely.
At the plate, Dominique Hernandez. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. The 2-2 pitch. This is hit softly to third. A glove by the third baseman for the out. Ready to take his hacks again, Rolando Ferrero, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
Standing in, Bobby Camp. Murillo over at second. Anthony at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll look ahead to inning. Tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Montgomery took the lead in the fourth. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Smokies and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chiwei Hu, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch and work in this one here today.
And this will stay inside the third base bag, a fair ball, and the runner will score from second. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
Right fielder, Lester McCormick.
Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 1 run here on. Now batting, Michael Na, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's easy for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So striding forward now, Terrence Gore. He flew out in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. ground out to second. Anthony. And that's the second out. Riding into the box, Tyler Anthony. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the stretch. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May followers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the home field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking with the 50 here.
Hit toward the right side. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate two-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through with it.
To second for one, on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Digging in once again, Tyler Anthony. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Heading out towards shallow right, Belcher on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Runners on the move for second. Base hit into right center. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Now at the plate, David Madera, and their runners at the corners now.
Madera.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Lopez moves over, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Now at the plate, Tyler Belcher tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. The 1-2. Round to second base. This could be 2. Up. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Ready now, Michael Nah. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Sit in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And Montgomery's out. Now at the plate, Tyler Anthony. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Swing and a high pop-up. Miranda is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So digging in with a chance to win it here, Tyler Anthony. As he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Lopez moves over. Oh, no, he dropped it. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
And, you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. The Biscuits came through when it mattered in the ninth. Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Diego Garcia, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Second baseman,
Now to the plate, Tyler Anthony, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Stepping in, David Medeiros comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. The 2-1 on its way. This one's down to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning. Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants to do. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tyler Anthony. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Taylor is in pursuit. 1 down. Digging in, the switch hitter, Gustin Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy's better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Anthony is in his tracks now. 1 gone. Into the box, Tyler Anthony, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Grounded to short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. In now, Morgan Stocker. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0-for-2 at this point. The 0-1 pitch. Is back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So it's no run on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Valdez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good...
Into the box now, Tyler Anthony. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Find the ball, find the ball.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Biloxi led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. It's time for baseball now as the show's Darryl Dorsey, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Riding in, Morgan Stocker, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. At the plate, Tyler Anthony. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mills is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Ricky Mills. He singled his last time up.
Ricky Mills.
High pop-up. Anthony is there, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 5 innings complete. The Biscuits lead it 1-0. Stepping into the box, Tyler Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line drive to center field. Mills is there, and he has it for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Tyler Anthony. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to third. Joy scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ricky Mills.
Ricky Mills.
On left side. Arroyo fields cleanly. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Anthony. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Sent out to straightaway center field. Mills has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Montgomery Biscuits led this game from the 3rd inning on and never... Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Montgomery Biscuits. Digging in now, Tyler Anthony. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tyler Anthony.
Soft liner toward short, and that'll be the 2nd out. And with that, here's a look at the business. Leading off the inning, Tyler Anthony, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia is after it. He's there and records the first out. Riding in once again, Augustin Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Ramirez.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Anthony is there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Ready for another chance? Freddie Chavis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 3-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. To his right. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in, Raul Ramos. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Out towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. And digging in, Tyler Anthony. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Taylor going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run is in to score from third. It's 4-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Adrian Arias, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the second, this could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more on this Monday night after this. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Chavis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Freddie with the 0-1 pitch. Away, but it swung on and grounded to second. And there's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Anthony. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Standing in, Raul Ramos. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep. If you get on base, the chances against this game become a lot greater.
To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Biscuits took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Bobby Sullivan is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Tyler Anthony.
pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
And he popped him up. Herrera got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. So digging in now, Morgan Stocker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2. Ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Into the box now, Juan Garcia. He singled his last time up. A 1 pitch on its way. The inning is sent out to second. Anthony. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. And Montgomery's out in front here, 2-0. Stepping up now, Tyler Anthony stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. And he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Ready for another shot now, Tyler Anthony. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Garcia giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joey Sechrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 3-0. And there he goes towards second. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away. Settling in now, Ronaldo Guerrero. 3-0. Runner breaks for third. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. Striding forward now is the DH, Ji-Man Choi. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, decided. So coming to the plate, Tyler Anthony.
Second base, Tyler Anthony.
First pitch on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Into right center field, and this ball's going to get down a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joey Sechrist.
Joey Sechrist.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So striding in, Ronaldo Guerrero. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Taylor there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Montgomery Biscuits took the lead in the second inning and rode.
available resources.
Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Eric Salmon, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things...
And, oh, this is off the second base bag. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Chops loosely to the left. He's got it. The tag gets one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Geronimo Murillo. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 1-2. It's a fastball that misses.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands, it wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Fletcher McCormick. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Here's the 0-2. And a double steal try here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulls a string on him that time, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight. Now at the plate, Tyler Anthony, who's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coward ranging into shallow right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in, Richard Song. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Richard Song.
Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground out to second. Is it cleanly? And there's 1 down now. So stepping in, Leland Roribaugh. He flew out in his last at bat. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Leading off the inning, Tyler Anthony, and they'll need him to get something going here. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit. A little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Geronimo Murillo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike two.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Slowly get to short, probably too slowly to get two. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. Now in the box, David Medeiros, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Anthony is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game. Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher is giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Howard will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. At the plate, Geronimo Murillo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out last time up. Runner going. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runner back safely. There's ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the base. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Number 10, Lecter McCormick.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Anthony on second. Murillo first. One gone. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Attack for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Ready once again, Tyler Anthony. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Howard backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Mobile Bay Bears led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Miguel Almonte earns his first win of the season. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Tonight we've got Junior Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitched, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rubio moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Next will be the designated hitter, Robert Zuniga. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up to second. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Standing in, Tyler Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May bowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full. The Bay Bears lead it 7-0. At the plate, Tyler Anthony. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Song on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So striding forward now, Caleb Howard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Riding into the box, Tyler Anthony. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitchers.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Mobile jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup. So striding in, Richard Song. He will lead this one off today.
Left fielder, Richard Song.
Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Anthony comes up. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Now at the plate, Tyler Anthony. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Allen ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
The 1-2. Little chopper back his way. Throw gets him, 2 down. For the moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. March, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Fellas, you look at these guys with a first inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team.
And the center fielder is under it to make a catch, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tyler Anthony, 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Now batting, Tyler Anthony, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So a nice job there by the two-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's no runs on a hit. Digging in once again, Tyler Anthony, 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Geronimo Murillo. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Ready now, Tyler Anthony. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it is trouble. It finds the gap for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Hot shot to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Geronimo Murillo. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize. 6-2 the final total today. The Biscuits took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Welcome to MLB. Coming to the plate now, Tyler Anthony. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-1 the count. So guys are visitors as they take the field following a scoreless top half. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip.
Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Set the deal on 2-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout.
The 2-1. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll move ahead to the top. Now to the plate, Johnny Allen, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit out towards second. To his left. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Now at the plate, Napoleon Stevens. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Line drive base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit. This is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits.
Stepping in, Tyler Anthony drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Rubio looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they push the lead to 4-2.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
In now, Pedro Villalobos. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. 1-1. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jack McGuire enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 68.
Into the box, Tyler Anthony, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to left is second of the game, and it's now 5-3.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Into the box now, Richard Song. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't suck, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Anthony is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Riding in, Tyler Anthony. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on him.
Standing in, Tyler Anthony. And We'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
12-4 is the final in this game. Montgomery played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Derek Paulino earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Jackson Generals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Juan Cortez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiblahan moves over. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the defensive line.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tyler Anthony. And they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, high drive, left field, and deep.
Look.
And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled off. A pause and the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moving under it, Delgado. And that retires the side. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jared Pendergast. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things in a hurry. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. At the plate, Tyler Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So no runs on no hits. 1. Digging in, Jared Pendergast. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like stepping into the box, Felipe Delgado. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's put in play to the right side of the infield. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Anthony.
Second baseman, Tyler Anthony.
Set and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Clausen. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pendergast is there, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors. Riding in once again, Buddy Richard.
Buddy Richard.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning.
Ready for another chance? Roger Willett, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the 1-1. Down the third baseline. And gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Digging in now, Felipe Delgado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Going to be a tough play. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Christian Walker. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. To second. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Digging in, Tyler Anthony. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. 9-7, final score in this ball game. The Montgomery Biscuits jumped out to an early lead in the first. It's time for base. Digging in, Tyler Anthony, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Wind up and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Nance has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Tyler Anthony, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. On a line to shortstop. Coming to the plate now, Rod Herndon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Duff on him as this is grounded to second. To his left, Anthony. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Anthony to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. And they've been completely overmatched at this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say?
So a big moment here, and standing in, Tyler Anthony. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that will hop over the wall, and a tough break there as the tying run will have to go back to third on the automatic double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is taken for a ball 3rd strike. So they go right at him with the base open, and it pays off. And now there are 2 gone in the inning. So digging in now, David Medeiros, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Pendergast is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching. Standing in, Rod Herndon. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. On the ground out to second. Anthony right there. Throw gets him, 2 down. 3-2 to finish in tonight's game. The Jackson Generals jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. John Colbert earns his Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Jackson Generals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ben Scandura, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time, so they're off to a flying start in this one.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom half. Stepping up now, Tyler Anthony, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Anthony.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Delgadio. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on a hit here. Into the box now, Woody Tennis.
First baseman.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors. So coming to the plate, Jared Pendergast, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Tyler Anthony. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. High in the air out to center field. Delgadio is there. 1 out. Settling in now, Patrick Kitlahan, and their runners at the corners now.
1-1-1.
Ground ball to third. The second on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1. Stepping into the box, Tyler Anthony. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Tyler Anthony.
Popped him up. Turned it over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Generals jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Shohei Ohtani gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Stepping in, Denard Span, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. And it's 1-1. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
Batting second, third baseman, number 5. Matt.
Up next for the Rays, Matt Duffy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Center fielder.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Kevin Kiermaier is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Set with the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The tag gets one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So 1 out here with runners at first and third, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Runners are in the corners with 1 man out. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about it. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
There's one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Now at the plate, Brad Miller. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Down the first baseline. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number one. It's the Rays 1 and the Halos coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Chris Archer is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 4-1. Misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
And now for the Angels, Mike Trout. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Outside. 3-0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. It's looked at for the first strike.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Hit back up the middle. Miller towards second. He's got it. Step on the back for one. On to first. In time to take care of Trout. A double play. Now the moment now to take a look at the starting nine for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Here's Justin Upton now. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. He's 1 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is this great changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And the pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Albert Pujols, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Wilson Ramos.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
2-1. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, C.J. Cron. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
The windup and the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. Swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. The 0-2 once more. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Coming in, shortstop,
Here's Echeverria now. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And a breaking ball stays outside. Out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball next on the show. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all four of his pitches. Not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Riding into the box, David Peralta. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, snagged on a short hop. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times. So look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Pollock. Pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Pollard, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
First baseman number 44.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you can see some definite confusion on the faces of hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Hit down the third baseline. Shaw gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that will throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Now to the plate, Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. So 1-1. misses for the second ball. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get it.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1 on to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
Well, he shows right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
So stepping in, Travis Shaw. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Greinke comes set. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. One and one the count now. Cain, base runner at first with 1 out. Very high, 2-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Here's a look over first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Now the 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Greinke over to first. And he'll get back in safely. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Cain runs. Popped him up. Lamb has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Throw over to first, just keeping it slow. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Now the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Pollock has a read on it. And and the inning is over. Brewers strand one. Still no score. Jake Lamb standing in now. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's 1 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Windup and the 1-0 pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hard pulling single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. Middle of this order does serious damage.
Here's Chris Owings now, as he'll take a look at ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Alex Avila will be next. Payoff pitch one more time. Fouled away. The runner is first with no outs here. Swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
Number 5, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Pitch on its way to Avila. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Corner and slicing foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And it's fouled away. 2-2 one more time. At the knees and called strike 3. First opened in 2001. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers baseball starts right now. Zach Davies will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all four of his pitches. Not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Josh Harrison stands in, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's batting .500, 6 for 12. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. There's one well above the zone for a ball. Davies, a 25-year-old. He was taken in the 26th round back in 2011.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Garcia retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number one. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the Boston Pirates. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Up next for the Buccos, Corey Dickerson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here. Sneezing in the count now. 0-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Boat's got it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Ivan Nova is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Brewers, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Now here's the pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Polanco on the run. Makes the play, 1 away. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
That I can't wait to see what Travis Shaw has in store. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Now in the box, Lorenzo Cain. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. A 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Two and one now. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Josh Bell the next to hit. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's hitless in 6 tries. First delivery to him on the way. Smoke toward third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Christian Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014, covers a ton of ground out there, and don't test the arm.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gregory Polanco. First offering on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Standing in, Colin Moran. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
Yeah, sometimes when you get 2 quick outs in an inning as a pitcher, you sort of lose focus and let up a bit. Let's see if he can get it back.
Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santana is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired.